The IRS released Revoke 2026-17 last Wednesday or Thursday, and it deals with the real property election that taxpayers are making under 163J. A bit of background here, 163J allows you to deduct 30% of your eligible interest expense or eligible taxable income, applying that to interest expense. And so prior to 2022, it was basically EBITDA. So you took taxable income, added back your interest, added back depreciation, amortization, and they took 30% of that amount, and that was the interest expense that was allowed. So for that, interest expense limitation didn't hit a lot of taxpayers. Starting in 2022, you had to deduct depreciation and amortization. And so we had lots of 163J limitations out there. So for eligible real property entities, they're in the business of real estate, you can make an election to not have 163J apply. The problem is if you made that election, it was a permanent election, and then you also couldn't take bonus depreciation anymore, and you had to take ADS depreciation, which is a slower life depreciation. So when OLA came out and repaid bonus depreciation 100%, and then also allowed you to add back depreciation and amortization, lots of taxpayers wanted to undo this permanent election. Didn't know it was going to happen there. Well, Proc 2026-17 allows you to change that election and elect out of it if you elected that in 2022, 23, or 24. So if you elected it back in 2019 or 20 or 21, you're stuck. It's permanent. But if you made the election solely because of the depreciation, amortization issue, you could go back and make a retroactive election. You have to amend 2022, 23, and 24. You can also elect bonus depreciation, because bonus depreciation, you have to elect in the year of filing. You can't go back and reassess bonus depreciation. So you can make both those elections on an amended return. If you're a partnership, you don't have to follow BBA if you do not want to. You can go back and actually file an amended return, but then your taxpayers or your partners have to file an amended return as well. Corporations, obviously much easier. You can make the election and then elect bonus, then you have to amend your return. But for partnerships, you really need to do the analysis to see, is it worth it to elect out of this provision going forward now that we have 100% bonus depreciation and the add back depreciation and amortization? Because your taxpayers, your partners will have to file amended returns in 22, 23, 24. If you really look at the principle of this, taxpayers are probably making the election because they were going to have an interest expense disallowance because of bonus depreciation. And so the interest they were going to free up was better for them than the depreciation deduction. So it's possible they could have income they probably don't have income in 22, 23, 24 if you elect bonus, potentially. Just have to run the analysis and see if it's worth it to make this election. But the IRS did come out and try to help taxpayers out. So just do that analysis.